god.
Just go to the other place.
We're back.
Easy.
I didn't do call to action.
Yeah, but
tweet.
that didn't
I'm an
exist
idiot.
back in the day, Kimmy, and I almost maxed them before that existed.
Too early.
That'll hurt. And then Jai wants a bunch of the Entranti Lanthorns, Stynex wants Entranti Lanthorns, Zaraman wants Entranti Lanthorns, Weapons want Entranti Lanthorns. I am sick of Entranti Lanthorns.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh,
I call them lamps.
they suck. And do you know what the worst thing was? Back in like the early days of the Zaraman, they used to let you hand them in for reputation without letting you know that you needed them. So I handed all of mine in at the start for reputation, and then found out, hey, you need like 12 to rank up now.
Yeah.
That's
why I don't want to play the grind game. I'm playing RuneScape instead.
Hi chat, we're back. Sorry, the PC's... I think she's running out of steam soon. I need a job to get a new one. The sole goal will become a server for Minecraft when that happens. I'm not entirely sure what's happening on that end.
Right.
But we'll see if everyone's back, but it doesn't look like everyone's selected their characters yet, so also need to make the call to action tweet and might quickly duck to the bathroom because I didn't get to do that while fixing everything.
Makes sense.
Then
Go.
we'll jump back once I send this tweet off because I didn't send the first tweet off.
What?
So here's this tweet, the for real tweet. You're halfway through a session. We're here probably for an hour tops.
Probably less. Hey.
Well, at the moment, it's in increments of 5. Anyone want to
And-
fuck it up?
Someone roll a 5.
I'll fuck it up.
Okay.
Okay, fucked it up.
I also get.
At least yours was 16 and 8. That's like a nice increment of 8. And then in comes here with Sam with a 13, breaking every chain.
Yeah. Sorry. I was
Call
doing
me
my,
Daenerys, breaker of chains.
was appeasing the owl.
In my current state, once it hits about 11 p.m., I'm just going to diggity dip unless something really important's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what? I should try updating Warframe. Maybe I can run and just not do some of the open world stuff.
I just have more stuff.
It's mostly the open world stuff that lags me.
Well, for the most part, you can kind of get away with not doing the open world stuff.
Oh.
We'll
Well,
have to do
I
it
say
all.
that it lags me, but the thing is, it's 50-50. Some days it will, other days it just won't.
Just don't go to Deimos. I feel like Deimos is probably be the worst.
Yeah, no, Deimos generally was. Unless I was
Mm.
down in the, what do you call them? The vaults.
Have you done Davuri, Sam?
Yep.
How does your PC run Davuri? Is it okay with it, or?
Surprisingly well, as long as I'm not running in much else.
I think it's because it's its own separate entity.
Probably.
Yeah, I might update it, give it another shot, but it's very... with the PC getting worse, I'm not hopeful.
I mean, with 1999 coming out at the end of this year,
Yeah.
I would definitely probably try to get back into it, because 1999 is looking really good.
I don't mind coming back a bit late.
I'm so glad that I have a nice new PC with nice new
I know
parts
full
and
well
it
you
can
guys
play
still
OS
can't install
RS.
stuff for me, so...
I've spent my entire life living off offcasts from my brother and my cousin.
Yeah, my brother-in-law is kind of obsessed with building computers, and so I get the hand-me-downs of the hand-me-downs.
Yeah,
and
my cousin
they're
used
really
to be
good.
like that. He used to build a lot of PCs, and then he'd sell them to my brother really cheap. And then my brother would use them for years, and then he'd get a new PC from my cousin Ethan, and then he'd just chuck him the old one. I think currently the one I have is I think I'm the 4th person to own it, because I think it started with my cousin Richard, and then he gave it to his brother Ethan, and then he gave it to my brother, and now it's mine.
Yeah, earlier in the year, I got a decent bit of money, and I was able to upgrade some of the parts that needed some serious upgrades.
Nice.
And it's great. I'm currently agility training in an old school RuneScape. Really using that new CPU and
Yes.
motherboard.
That's what you need it for.
Yeah.
I was
How
like-
am I supposed to get to 99 otherwise?
Here's the
mean,
thing, I could
seriously.
probably afford an upgrade if I just sold the part I've got sitting in my room.
Right, so
What part is
just
that?
just stop with the Kickstarters for a month and you're good.
I have.
Is that a 4090 you got there, Sam?
The reason I don't have money coming in at the moment is I'm not working currently.
That's fair.
I'm off because of my back
Mm.
issues, medical bills and such.
How
That
long have
sucks.
you had that graphics card sitting there for?
What year did the 3K series come out?
Oh,
A while ago.
I had a 970 for ages. I can't remember what I've got now, but it's not a 970.
I
No,
don't know,
I
I'm
can't
enjoying this
remember
one.
what I got. Oh, one
Hmm.
second.
I don't
let
even
me
know what's
find
in this
out.
PC.
No, I went from a
I-
1060 to a 3080. It's a bit of a jump.
Worth it?
I think I got a 3080.
I mean, I
or-
got it for free,
yeah.
so.
It's either a
Actually-
3080 or a 3060 Ti.
Yeah, I'd be jumping from a 730 to a 3070.
Jesus Christ, you should really do that upgrade.
Let me see.
Yeah, he really should. And he's had
What do
it
you
sitting
mean?
there for so long.
What do you mean? 730 works fine.
Is that the graphics card? Is there AMD Ryzen? I can't remember. You'd know that, Darian.
The Ryzen is the CPU.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the CPU. Never mind. Then this is Prime DDR5 motherboard, 64 gigs of RAM.
You know you can just look in your task manager, right?
I have a massive fucking migraine. I'm really lucky I was even able to traverse Discord right now.
That's fair.
Okay, so I actually don't know what my graphics card is because that was the parts I bought. I don't think I bought a graphics card because I already had a decent one.
No stress. I mean, it does show up in your task manager anyway, but
I'll
You've
see
got a
if I can-
graphics card, that's all we need to know.
yeah.
There you go, that's why.
It's a card.
It's
It's,
it's
graphics.
probably better than a GT 730.
Let me see.
Yes.
So, think you're
I
fine.
like
Oh,
how Jeremy helped me with
manager.
mine to get internet because I didn't have internet.
I don't remember who it was I
Rookie
was talking
mistake.
to,
Details?
but I was explaining
Yeah.
the fact that I stream on this thing, and people were fucking shocked that I'm able to.
I mean, after what you've already just told me, the graphics card what you're running, I am slightly shocked you're able to.
Yeah,
How long
Honestly,
have you
it's
had
a
it?
miracle.
I've actually been able to stream Warframe on this PC before.
Nice.
Oh, I still
I
want to
think
do the
that was
ultimate
back
AFK stream
before a
one
lot
day.
of the visual updates, though.
Yeah, but I mean, DVD. There was the managed to get away with 7 days at one point.
I have
Briefly, very briefly.
an RTX 2080.
Ooh, actually, on the topic of 7 days, I'm going to be checking out a mod for it soon.
Hell yeah.
Which
I
mod?
found it.
Down?
Afterlife.
I've heard of that one.
I
What does
can
it do?
let me get the video and I can link it. Or a
It's
video
a-
that explains it.
For it's a big overhaul mod.
It's it's different to how the base game or even Darkness Falls plays. It's very different.
If it breathes new life into a game I've already sunk 500 hours into,
It's
And I'm
weird
all about
because from what I understand, it makes some of the progression slower,
okay.
but not in a bad way. It just changes a lot of things. It does bring back glass jars though, that I'm happy about.
Oh, yeah, I
Yay.
miss glass jars. That was something that I was really pissed off they got rid of. Just silently seething about that last time we played it.
It's just irritating. It's like not even like great gameplay wise, it's just irritating.
Well, why would they not have the jars? If you find the
Exactly.
jars, why do the jars disappear? when you drink?
Apparently, we swig the whole bottle and smash it on the floor immediately.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
just
do
drink
the-
the bottle.
I'm just saying, it's a barbarian training. You know, you take your last dose of potion, you throw the potion on the ground and shatter it, and you keep moving.
It's
Ah.
biodegradable
Yellow.
glass.
Everyone here?
Does anybody else?
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone's
just
just
ran
Yep.
the video.
We'll jump
Hello.
back in.
I haven't heard Kay. Oh, but she has selected her character, but I have not heard her talk.
A message a little bit ago. So I
Sorry.
think she's there. She's just
Oh,
Dead.
it's okay. I was
Um,
just making sure you were there.
I'm half dead.
Dude.
Okay. Oh, good.
Alrighty. So just to confirm, we ended up, people are. I think we were seeing if Inazaz was going to go what they were doing before we decided to definitely move out of initiative.
I think Jeremy said it wasn't like he was just moving down, right? Did you actually say what you were doing?
Yeah, it's just if no one else is pursuing, he'll just stay here.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So yeah, we moved down. I'm assuming someone. I think Sylvie was going to go unlock the door.
Yes.
All right. Yeah,
Maybe
you unlock the door.
let's unlock the door. How about?
And Arkva dragged the bodies down into the room.
Yeah, after I put one of their swords through the other doors.
Just the two unconscious ones, or the two who were less unconscious at the top of the stairs?
Well, I started with the unconscious ones.
Okay.
As you're all moving, you're just here. It's like, yeah, well, thank you for your help, ma'am. Let's just, wait, it's not on the map. One sec.
You need to open the map up.
Yeah, he's just, let's just, as you see this, this eye with a commoner behind him, look at what's happening here. So there's a bunch of unconscious people. He's just like, closes the door. He's like, I think we'll wait.
I want to go knock on the door.
You knock on the door. He doesn't open or anything. You're not even sure if he hears you. Given that he just opened the door now and was talking nicely to this woman that he was investigating, it's probably maybe like soundproof in there.
I'll try the door.
You open the door. You peer in. Yeah, you see this this eye with this woman who seems to be. He's like got a whole bunch of papers on this table that she's like he's been reading over and signed. He's like starting to unpack and it's like, hello.
Keep your weapons in.
Did you need the interrogation room? This is another one. I don't think that's being used.
No, but I do have some questions for you.
It's usually my job, but, sure.
Can you recite to me the tenets of your god?
Yes.
You don't have
Investigate
to.
everything. Make sure that proper justice is fulfilled. Don't leave anything unturned.
Mhm.
We are the judge and the jury, but we are not the execution.
How would you feel if I told you there are members amongst your churches that don't fulfill that last part? They become the execution.
That doesn't sound correct.
There are. Perhaps you've heard of a man called Epis.
Yes.
Would you like to come here and speak to him?
If he's here, it'd be good to see him. I haven't seen him since my training over a year ago.
Good.
You sort of are knocked unconscious, everyone, though.
There's gonna be a lot of talking to do for that one.
Kind of terrifying.
Don't worry. As I said, I wasn't here to kill them. I just poked my head out the door. Epis.
Yeah, Epis comes around.
This comes out.
You want to come up and explain the situation?
Yeah, he goes into the interrogation room. He's like, you better sit down, son. This is a long story. And he begins to explain to the dude everything that he's been through. Just to confirm, so you dragged the two two unconscious people in here, and also the two bleeding out bodies.
Yeah, so they're in the Blue Diamond.
All four bodies
The
in there.
ones that may be bleeding out. I mean, look, if the others want to save them, that's up to them.
I'm just gonna roll to see if either of them are even still alive at this point.
Yeah, it's probably fair.
A quick note as well. The ones that ran upstairs, like, do I hear anything? So I'm going to go over here. Do I hear anything coming from?
You don't hear anything in the stairwell.
Okay. Is there a way of locking this door? Or blocking it? I honestly, I could put maybe the table in front of it.
Yeah. There's no lock on it.
Okay. If it is a door that pushes inwards like this, I might move the table in front of it. so that, because I'm assuming those guys went upstairs to don armor or something, and I don't really want to like kind of get us.
I feel bad for the commoner in here.
Yeah, they're just kind of getting up, like looking awkward.
And they sort of now like Eppa sitting on the other side, sort of just stands in the corner, just waiting.
Do you want some tea or something, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe some water.
I hand them my water skin.
I'll say also, Sylvie, you're able to.
Oh wait, I don't have that. I hand them whatever we've been carrying water in.
Well, other people have water skins. Sylvie, you're also unmanacled. Like you can definitely get a key off the dude who's unconscious, and unmanacle yourself.
That's a good point as well. But yeah, like ask it as if you'll help me move the table, because I don't think my big strength of 8 is going to be able to do that on my own.
Yeah, Inazar sort of just drags it himself.
Basically asks you to help and then just sort of you do it. She's just like, well, that was easy.
Those who are looking, you see that the eye is his breathing is no longer rapid and staggered, but very slow paced. The gavel, on the other hand, is deceased.
No. Damn.
I wish to well, make sure the rest of the bodies are stabilized. If there is any gavel that is stable, I wish to manacle them, and I will put them in a cell.
There's only 3 manacles. No, the others had the half-plate guys had manacles as well. Yes, there isn't. Yeah. No, actually, people ran away. I think there's one more you can manacle with a manacle. You'd have to use rope or something for the rest.
The 2 that moved down, there was the one that was the good guy. There was one which was perfect knockout.
Yeah.
So basically, the perfect knockout guy is still out. He's actually AJ's turned him Bloodstain by accident. The one who got knocked out at the end there by Sylvie, he's unconscious. The dude who Inazar's bit the shit out of is actually stable.
Wow.
And the one who got who you beat to death, Arkvo, he's dead. He bled out. He's passed on.
It was a gavel. You can tell by the smell.
You can tell by the lack of survival.
Assume
So
there's
2 people died?
Assume there's 4 bodies here.
Yeah, there's 4 bodies there.
3 are stable.
Any of them wearing full plate?
I think all the full plate people got away. The rest are in half. Yes. There was 3. Yeah. There was 3 people in full plate. They all got the teleporter and bounced. And then, Oh wait, was the one next to Sylvie? Did the one next to Sylvie make it away, or did Sylvie knock him out?
That dude was a half plate guy.
Okay. Yep.
But basically, there's 2 dead half plates and 2 guys in just leather. One dude in leather, one dude in half plate. Yeah.
Yeah, sort of like just like Azavia sort of looking at them. It's like, we'll go to the armory after this, so relax. I'll have better tools to fit it to your size.
Well, I'm going to disarm them anyway. And as I take their armor off, I'm going to gingerly place my hand upon the one that's not decided yet. I'm going to pump 5 points into him.
Which one is not decided? You mean the dude, number 39, who was the guy sitting at the desk?
Yes, the one who was actively trying to help us, and then, got bonked.
Yeah, he was the dude at the desk when you all came down initially. So yeah, that's 39.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, wake up! Come on. You might want to. Well, I'm not going to hurt you. We're not going to hurt you. we would.
You did that
like
already.
to be-
So I don't really trust
tried
that.
not to hurt anybody. All right.
Well, I was knocked unconscious somehow, so I think there was hurting involved.
We would
Be
like you to
thankful
get
she
us out,
didn't.
please. If you could, before you take any more action. If you could go to that interrogation room, my associate and my teacher, Abyss Skidslet, can fill you in on the details of what has happened.
I'd rather just get the fuck out of here. If you're not gonna hurt me.
I will drag you by the ear. You're gonna listen.
Unfortunately, we're going to need you to listen.
You don't need me to do anything.
No, because
You would want me to do this.
I want you to, because I need you to understand what has happened here.
I don't think context is really gonna make me side with you guys, but whatever.
We're not asking you to side with us. We're asking you to side with your god.
Well then, if you're doing that, you can just let me leave.
You leave here, tell the guards, and as soon as the guards get here,
You'll end up like the other fellow. Wait, is Tara in the room?
us getting in the way. There will be civilian casualties.
Tara, are you still... James?
Yeah, Tara's James and just holding her wildfire spirit playing with Mrs. Squiggles.
We don't want you to end up in the same fate as the one up there. Points to Tara. Slash
Like, good
James.
dude playing with a cat on fire.
I'm already covered in blood, thanks.
God, you're all so fucking dense. The real one of that body is currently behind a dumpster dead. Most likely killed by your own allies.
He's adamant to not listen and get out. If you want to force him into that room, he's currently tied up. But he's going
Very
to
well.
stay there.
Oof.
Yeah, dude doesn't have much fight in him. You can move him in here against his will without too much effort.
I'm trying to be gentle.
Dragging
Could you,
him in.
excuse me, other person in there, I am very sorry to trouble you. Could you please tend to his wounds? We did not
I
mean
don't.
any harm.
The lady is like, what? What? And she's like, go tend to his wounds, bye. What were you saying, Tez?
Whilst that's going down, I'm going to turn to... Well, it looks like Xavier is busy, so I'm going to turn to Tara and Christine, the other two magic users, and Izaz in the corner over there. Just be like, I have a question. Do any of you know what the fuck just happened then?
Absolutely nothing.
If you want my honest opinion, not at all.
I'll set
But-
the context.
Yeah,
Um, after about another 20 or so seconds of that weird fluctuation, it has settled down, and it feels
Okay.
like the Weaver's back to settling uncomfortably in the way it should have, apparently.
Could I attempt to discern a direction this wave is emanating from? If I wasn't just at home talking over someone?
Yeah, if you want to roll Arcana, I guess. Sort of just to see how the wave was ebbing and flowing.
Can I, seeing as like how my weapon was like active throughout the majority of it, try to like see if I understand what the ebb and flow was like? Like if there was like a pattern particularly to it, or if it just was sporadic?
Sure.
Yeah. With a
can't
5,
recall.
you didn't. There's no real general source of it. It just seemed to happen to everyone.
Oh my
So-
god, twos.
There's a lot going on. You're just
Yeah.
right. It's like, there's a lot happening. You kind of weren't paying enough attention in the moment.
Can I roll a
Well-
history to... Sorry, you go.
I was gonna say the mild insanity does that.
Can I roll a history to see whether or not I remember over time that this may have happened before?
Sure.
With my +1 to history.
To your best knowledge, nothing like this has happened in recorded history, or while you've been alive.
Yeah, I mean, like, also I don't really feel that
Yeah.
affects being a non-magic user.
Exactly. So you'd have to go by accounts you might have read or heard about, and To your knowledge, nothing like this has happened before.
Interesting times indeed. Well, it made for an interesting fight, but does anyone know of anything that could be happening at this point in time? You talked. Did you guys mention about gates? I can't remember if you told me about gates or not.
Oh, good question.
I mean, I think I've said it a few times. Whether
We would have mentioned it actually, yes. I think we also like if we even if we didn't explicitly say it like direct, that has been mentioned like when we were looking at stuff. I think like
abnormalities.
Yeah, we were talking about it.
We explained to Epis
the rock.
Yeah.
The rock thing in the portals. Like we explained a little bit like okay, something's fucky here, maybe a gate.
This magic abnormalities you were mentioning in the past, do you think it could be caused by one of those?
Well, part of me wants to say no. I feel like that's more planar than pure ripping of magical fundamentals. It could be something else. It could also be that, as you mentioned, I don't know. There's nothing that's coming to mind, and my only sort of reference point I have is, yeah, planar. If maybe it has something to do with what we saw previous day, then that's not good. But the big giant thing, the humongous.
Oh, in the Soul Forge.
Yes. For all we know, it could be that.
I don't ever really remember. Everything I've studied and read up about on these constructions, I never ever really know of them ever affecting things like that. I mean, sure, it's archaeotech, it's a bit above our pay grade, but
that's exactly why I'm more leaning to that than planar activity. Again, could be wrong.
What was Zenaris before? They were using plenty of Warforged back then. This has not happened. At least not what I can remember in my life.
Well, what they're doing feels very different. At least from any like small recounts we've seen, and which is scattered everywhere and very minimal. This thing is humongous. It's not like the multiple.
It's the only thing we can go by. Let's hope it's not that thing.
But either way, we need to figure out what we're doing. Because I feel like standing here for too long isn't going to help us. I think this is already a wash.
Precisely. You said one of them was trying to get through a door this way? This is like the way the dude was trying to get, wasn't it?
Yeah, the guy who was entangled.
Yeah, she would have dragged him.
I guess we wait for the rest of our friends to have their little discussion. This table should be able to block them for the most part. It's pretty heavy. Or at least give us a little bit of time if they start banging on the door. But we don't want to hang around here very long, so
No.
Let's try to make this quick.
Yeah, if you're waiting for this talk to happen, as Epis explains the situation to these two eyes, the one that's just doesn't want to be here anymore. He listens to because he has to, but his opinion is like pure neutral. He still just wants to leave. Like he does not care. The other one that was in here to begin with, seems to be swayed by what Epis is saying. Like he's like, as Epis is laying everything out, he's making sense of it. He seems to be in the right mind and wasn't in the middle of combat with everyone. And seems to understand the scenario.
Given what you've heard now, I'm happy to, at least I am, happy to let you go. It's up to you what decision you make. You could confront them, likely get yourself killed, or you could walk out and not look back.
the one who wanted out just gets up, goes to whoever's manacled him, holds out the manacles, and then like goes to leave.
I don't have the key, so I'll let them sort themselves out. I do let them out of the room.
Yeah. Like, even without, he just shoves the table away. Gets out. As everyone is talking, because this probably happened after a good 5-10 minutes. Inez has been the closest to the door. You just hear a number of footsteps get nearby this door, but move past it. Like, you don't hear anything.
Yeah, sword through the door handles probably wasn't going to stop them.
Especially from the inside.
Yeah.
The other one looks over and is like, what you're saying is intense. If you're telling me there's a good number of people like me who are acting out of faith and attacking, I can't just believe that on a whim. But
then as a show of faith, how about I tell you something? I've been hunting them for years, and after all this is over, you can 100% report me for being here.
he just looks.
You still got the ink over your face. You probably should explain.
He just
There's a
looks.
there's a Leonin wanted by your church. You can tell them Arkva was here.
I think, right at this moment, that I have to escort this young woman back upstairs and let every other person waiting here know that this building will be closed for a while. And whatever else is happening is out of my jurisdiction at the moment.
Pray they don't kill you.
Yo, a cat.
Yeah, the dude takes the woman with who's now the commoner and starts to escort up the stairs so long as no one stops him. So you guys got this one dude up. What about the other two unconscious dudes on the floor?
Well, we didn't wake them up, but I assume we just piled them somewhere. I think someone said in a cell.
Oh, sorry, I said unconscious. There's the one unconscious dude here still, who's just out. Like, he's the dude who was bleeding out, but he got bit in the throat, but somehow didn't die. He's unconscious, just lying on the floor, basically in that blood stain. Like right here.
Yeah, I sadly
and then
cannot tap a hit point.
And then there's the dude who ran down here, who has locked himself in a cell.
Okay.
Did Xavier not go and grab him like I told him to?
I don't believe he did.
Oh,
Pardon?
okay.
Sorry.
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on.
He entangled, yeah.
Eventually, the entangle would have ended. Yeah, sorry, Tez?
I need to hop off, so unless there's anything important that's going to happen, I'm going to need to be here for.
I'm back.
No, good.
Guys, just keep going without me.
It's all good.
Have fun.
Thanks for being here.
I hope you understand why I let them go, Epis.
Can't really do anything without them. If don't let them go, then they'll just resent us. Alright. Epis looks out and is like, if anyone wants anything from the armory, we're going now. I don't think we can stay here much longer than that. So if you want to investigate, use this time you've got.
I'm gonna poke the corpse of the guy.
The unconscious dude?
Yeah.
The
Poke him.
person,
Mhm.
the person who was wanting to leave and like saying, was he the one that was saying that like this is not under my jurisdiction? Is what happens next?
Yeah.
No,
So the one who was in the interrogation room the whole time,
Yeah.
who appears to be like a younger probably not as experienced as this
Oh,
other
the one
one.
that was in the. Yeah.
Yeah, the one who wasn't a part of the fight. He's basically said, I can't make a call on this just yet. I need to go.
He's
He
also
took the woman who was here and left for now with her.
he's also handling for anyone decent inside that like you have free reign to do what you need to do here.
Oh, so the one that was kind of in the middle was like, okay, do what you want. I'm not being involved.
There's the other guys here. 18 has left. This guy here, he
Yeah.
wandered off. He was the dude who was in the interrogation
He's
room.
taken the commoner
Exactly.
outside and like
Yeah.
talking to all the civilians to like go home. That the station is closing for the day a bit early.
Yeah, and 39, who was the dude who was he was the guy at the desk when everything went down.
Yeah.
He is basically said that he's not interested in listening right now, and he's just like, you let me go or kill me, essentially, and you guys let him go.
He walked up to Xavier with the manacles to get unbound, and then if he was, he just left.
He was unbound.
As for this one on the ground, can I slap them awake?
Yeah.
For the one who was kind of on our side, but now in the middle goes away, I'm going to just arrange your wounds, just to top up, just like as it sort of washes over healing magic, and just in a message, just a parting gift to help a tiny bit.
Easy. No problem. You hit him with the cure wounds. He slows slightly and you heal him because obviously he can feel the effect.
Yeah.
He doesn't respond to your message though and just leaves.
That's fine. I'm not expecting a response.
Casts conscious wounds.
Would anybody else like to wake the man up without slapping him, or is that this is just gonna wait until Akfa slaps this man awake?
I don't. How many hit points does Xavier even have left?
What, on lay on hands?
Yeah.
I got 25 left. I haven't used any.
You can
I've
dump
used
one
enough
on
to
him.
wake the other guy up. I'll give him 1 point.
Yeah, there's 2 unconscious people left.
1 point each.
Yeah.
They are.
Also 4 total.
They have been.
There's 1 each. Yeah.
Yeah. They have been stripped of their weapons and armor.
Morning, sunshine.
The one that was on the stair. Both of these guys, the one on the staircase. One is in his. They're both now in their leathers. The one that was semi-helpful until you killed someone. Onyx is sort of just backing up. As both of them are like sort of backing up against the wall that they can't get past anymore.
Be glad you're alive. I said I didn't want to kill anyone. Actually, you especially. That thing up there does not usually hold back. Points to the mushroom. Now, I have a question for both of you. Who's in charge of your executioner? Who is your executioner here?
What?
We don't have an executioner. It's not part of our creed.
That's what you say.
Do you mean who's the chief here?
Who here doesn't follow their code?
Everyone follows the code. It's the code.
Yeah. Who killed that one?
You pointing over to Tara again?
Yep.
He's just like
He's
not,
like,
he's not
he
dead.
isn't dead though. He's right there.
He's dead.
Tara will shift her form back to normal Tara.
No, still wearing the armor, but just Terra.
Yeah,
We
she's still got the armor.
simply want to know who amongst yourselves decide to kill one amongst yourselves. Who needed silencing?
What do you think one of us did it?
Because you're not the first that I found that would.
Those were also eyes. We're trying to pick up on people lying.
There seems to be only the one guy talking, and he's just adamantly like,
What about the guy
are you
that was
talking about?
attacking us? What is he doing?
he's just shutting up. He's letting this other guy talk. He's not.
Yeah,
saying
he checked it a
anything.
few times.
I wanna move forward to the one that's talking, and I just like place a gentle hand on the shoulder. I was like, hush, I feel like you're taking too much to the conversation. And I peer over, it's like, this one seems to not be speaking that much.
I don't think I need to reiterate points that are already being said.
We'll say it from your own mouth then, if you're that confident.
Okay.
Kind of truth.
Alright, that's a charisma saving throw, I believe.
Yep.
Let me do a roll.
What's the DC?
DC.
He succeeds.
If it's
You know he
helps,
succeeds, though.
if it helps persuade you to,
Chosen to succeed the saving throw, rather than give in to its effects. If you had nothing to hide, you would have failed.
That makes no fucking sense.
If you had
there's
nothing to hide, you would have told the truth.
You're casting
More
magic on
information.
me.
Of the spell.
there's more
You know the
information
spell,
I
you
would
know
like
the
to
incantation.
give.
Surely.
Remind me why I worked with this one again.
So what'd you say, Sam?
How about a bit of extra information? Because I'm not sure the gavels amongst people here understand truly what goes on. You just follow orders. There have been countless many I have freed from hidden lockups and other such things that were going to be sentenced to death falsely. Innocent lives, families, something I'm sure a few of you have. Would you like to see your family again?
Who wouldn't? This guy looks at you like, what kind of question is that?
Do you like to breathe air? Yeah, I do.
All I'm saying is if I find out that you are actually lying, I will not hold back until I have found every single one of your family and personally peeled back each layer of their skin from the fingernails.
Is
Of
that
course, I can start with you.
is that supposed to be a good thing?
Well, it gets rid of an evil, corrupt thing from this religion.
By doing the exact thing that they're doing, apparently.
No, they kill.
Pretty sure.
I make them suffer and live.
Like Torture's not much better person. What? Like the one who got his throat bit was like, what exactly would you require to believe us? Because I feel like us just talking isn't gonna convince you of anything.
Your
Submit to the
heartbeat,
spell.
your body
That's not question.
signs. There are many ways to see if someone's lying.
Yeah, I don't think we should test any magic, as he sort of turns to Xavier.
Well,
Everything
there's
was
another.
working weird before.
I'm willing to do it again. Oh,
There's
that's-
another spell we can try.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been on a catapult before?
Fucking knew you would say it.
No, I don't find myself on war machinery and flying through the air quite regularly, I could say that.
It's a great way to test a spell. But also, he could just cast Stone of Truth and you give in.
Oh, it's still up.
It is?
It has duration. Yeah, duration of 10 minutes. It's
Oh.
still up.
Then here's a bit
So-
of truth. Xavier, I hate you.
So I could give in and not talk, because that's also allowed. Or not give in, because magic is untrustworthy, and be safe.
I suppose.
Catch 22. I think I'm not gonna I'm just gonna stay out of your spell.
The guy looks at her, it's like, it shouldn't be that hard, mate. It's just, he looks over at them and goes, alright, so what? It's just gonna be, what do you want me to say? What truths do you want me to spill in your spell?
Did you have anything to do with the man that was murdered this morning?
He looks over his friend and like, it's either they kill us, or we answer a question or two, and then we hopefully walk out of here. Easy enough. Guy moves out, moves into the zone of truth area.
I will move
Smart.
into the zone of truth and like sort of let the magic wash over me and feel it's like I will happily say that if the answers are correct, we're not gonna do anything that will kill you.
It's your
If you
allies
piss
that
me
might
off
kill
though,
you.
and you don't say anything, I will. You might still be able to leave, but I'll still kill you.
You could also end up in the same situation as that James fellow. Your allies might be the ones that put you in your grave, not us.
So my options are talk and leave, not talk and die, or not talk and not talk. Right?
And die.
Sounds like it's on your hands more than mine.
I can
If you want to kill me or not.
I've been experimenting with something that I've been wanting to try, and I'd rather try it on someone who's dead first that I don't care about instead of someone I do. So I can do this one way or the other.
Go ahead. You killed people already.
I walk
the
into
dude,
the
like-
circle, I submit to its own magic. I have not killed any eye.
I'm sorry, I don't know if you understand. It's your own spell.
Oh, yeah,
We
I
don't know if you've been affected by it.
Well, go ahead,
Just
I'll let you
saying.
cast it. Sure.
I'm not.
The other one.
Before we get to that, the one with like the throat bit is just like, I had nothing to do with the supposed death of Officer James. That
Yeah.
good for you?
That is good.
Though, out of curiosity, this is something I don't understand. I came in here late, but why were you attacking someone who's on your side, Epis?
We didn't. We stopped you from going downstairs.
Oh yeah, these were the ones up there.
Yeah. guy looks over and says, "There we were."
Yeah, look, sometimes my memory gets a bit
No,
fuzzy
it
when
was
I'm
the
angry.
other. It was the other one that didn't think twice about attacking a fellow.
But you seem pretty nice. Step out, get out of the way, I don't care. Probably stay away from the mushroom.
He gets up, like, very much, like, does a wide berth around in his as if he's freed.
He hangs out like the guy moves. Let's just put me this now. Like he moves down here out of the area. Other guy's like still against the wall, and he's like, "Come on, mate. You just gotta give them the one line they want, and then we can walk out of here."
Oh wait, hang on. One more question. Just very quickly.
You
Do
said
you
one
know
question.
who did? I did
What?
say one question. Do you know who did have anything to do with the murder? Of
Guy
your
walks
friend?
back into the area. Only fellow just,
I don't
No.
know. There was a murder.
yeah. He's like, "No, I don't know who did. I don't even know there is a murder. I was told that he was attacked. I was also told by a town crier that someone was dead. Is James dead? He ain't
Yeah.
James." Boys. This is all news to me.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Today, I came to work, and I was thinking, I got some paperwork I need to do, probably a few witnesses to hunt down and have a conversation with, and then some people wander on into our precinct. I get told by my friend that we need to quickly move as some ruffians are going to causing trouble down in the cells. I throw on the armor I can find, I rush down there, and then I get my throat bitten out by a large lizard man with a mushroom on his head.
Your day's pretty
Sounds like
fucked up.
you're having a bad day.
Yes.
Go home.
He turns to the other guy. It's like, "You were stabbed in the stomach." It's like the other guy. "Just tell them what they want, and we'll walk out of here."
Only word of advice I'll give is, for you, well, I don't mind if you leave now. If you say anything to some of your superiors, watch your back.
I'm not gonna lie. The first place I'm going is upstairs to see if the chief is even still here.
Good luck.
He's like, stand there. He's like, "I'm not going anywhere yet, though." He looks over. It's like, to his mate, the guy. He's like, "Come on, mate. Just gotta tell him we can both leave here."
He just looks, steps out of it, steps back in, resists the spell. And you can tell that he does.
Resisting.
I'm not saying shit.
He had 1 hit point, right?
Yeah.
Oh. No, woman of my word.
The guy like turns like it's he like steps forward back up to Arkford. Like it's a really stressful situation. He was stabbed. I understand, tensions are high, adrenaline's right. He's not in his right mind. Just give him some time.
I don't blame him for
you
that.
had your throat ripped out. I'm pretty sure that's a more severe injury than a stabbing.
Look, I understand his situation better than you think.
He doesn't want to say anything because he knows.
There are things people hide because they know more than they should know.
Alright,
Because they were a part of it, or they at least witnessed it, overheard something.
Or I'm just in a very fucking bad mood, and don't want to comply with you fucks. So,
Submit.
alright, what's the save?
15.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yeah. So what do you mean by submit?
I point to where the Zone of Truth is. Submit.
Yeah, he steps in, he lets the magic happen, you can tell that it's connected.
Did you have anything to do, or know someone who had anything to do with the murder?
He falls unconscious as blood starts dripping out of his mouth.
I was afraid that might happen.
I will pump him full of healing magic.
He chose his fate, Xavier.
No, he did try to speak. That's enough of an admission as we're gonna get.
I'll look to the other guy then. So, you still think your friend has nothing to know?
Looks over at like Xavier who did it before. Like, get him back up. You can do it. You got the hell on hands.
Go.
Just like, there's got to be some kind of mistake.
You'd
I
have
don't
to
really
order-
know what's going on.
There are
Does
some
Lion
wounds
Hands
you'd
work?
have to cauterize first.
Lay on hands. Dude's bleeding. Heals him. Guy's back up on 1 hit point again, I assume.
You see, he then he gets back up, and, like, and then he you see his spit come out, and a chunk of his tongue flies onto the ground next to him. And just stares you daggers.
Well, that's an admission. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, this dude, the Tabard guy is with you, is just very clearly a little shock on his face as he sees that, and he's like, very like there's like a decent pause of like silence. The guy like shakes his head a bit and is just like mouth open, just stunned by that.
I would like.
So why can't you just have to say it? Why won't you just tell them you had nothing to do with it?
He'd rather bite his tongue than let you know the truth that he killed that man.
Perhaps you should just leave. Go tell your superiors what happened. Go back to your family. Get away from here.
Probably not the superiors. They might have you end up like James.
Your call.
Looking down at the chunk of tongue, and the man, he turns and starts walking out.
Cool.
Watch your back.
There's a lizard.
And as you can see, he trudges up the stairs.
Like he sort of,
I
he
closed
does
the
it.
door behind him.
He even just ignores, he goes past Inazaz, next to him, and just ignores Inazaz. Before he was taking a wide berth for sure. At this point, he's just so gone. He's just walking past you without anything.
Why do we keep traumatizing people?
Worth it.
Did you say you were following him, Inazaz?
No, I said I closed the door behind him.
Oh, okay.
He looked. The guy on the ground looks at you all with a "now what" sort of smile.
I'm gonna kick him.
As in a 1 damage kind of kick?
Yeah, 1 damage kind of kick.
Alright, he is unconscious.
If you have a preference.
Man.
Whatever you do, I don't want a part of it. Just let us know. Let me know when we're leaving.
You can eat the tongue.
Ugh.
Let us go get rearmed real quick. Get out. Can't stay here.
Oh, I've already screwed at the gates. Let's get armored.
Yeah. So you're knocking him out?
Yeah, just knocking
leaving
him
him to potentially
No, unconscious.
die? Okay, just knocking him
Unconscious.
out. Alright.
He gave me the answer, so I'm by my word where I kill.
This was so much easier when we had the turtle.
I mean, he isn't dead, he's just unconscious.
Yeah. As Xavier goes upstairs, you see Epis has talked to the commoner that's running the armory on the second floor. They're stepping out, just like, listen, you're working for a shit place. Go before anything bad happens. And he leads Xavier into the armory, and both he and Xavier equip in the goods here. If anyone else wants to join them, they can.
Might have a
Well,
look.
Anything fancy and magical?
Not enough. It's
Damn.
mainly just normal stuff.
What kind of weapons do they have?
They have a variety. Typically, it's like warhammers, longswords. There's a couple of short swords that Epis takes both of. Spears.
Are there
Maces.
fucking whips?
Okay. No whips, unfortunately.
Aw. I want to see Terra with a whip.
Do they have those anti-magic manacles?
No, they won't. They don't seem to be. They're not a very basic piece of gear. You know for certain that like eyes typically don't have many manacles in general because of due process. Like they can arrest people, so they've probably got like enough for one person, one per person in the station. But they handle the after of things. Usually the guards handle getting suspects and stuff and bringing them here. They only have it if there's an immediate thing like this that needs them
Like
to
part
be
of the
there.
uniform.
Yeah.
What kind of levels of armor do they have? Do they have like studded leather armor?
Yes.
Yeah, basically, they have like
Fresh
they have leather and studded leather. They've got a few sets of like chain shirts and whatnot, like chainmail, and then they've got a couple sets of like half and full plate.
Yo, and there's
Though
all that
most-
stuff in the corner.
Most of the full plate is like the racks where it would be are empty.
There's one
I will.
left.
I will pinch some studded leather if that's all good.
Yeah,
Yep.
totally.
Now
Aside
my thing doesn't have
from
holes in it.
Yeah, and blood on it.
yeah, sorry. Aside from the obvious being the gauntlets and the moonsword, would I be able to just restock like spears, longsword, maybe
Yeah,
like
totally.
bow?
Yep. There is
Yep.
crossbows, yes.
They got crossbows and bolts, both stocked here.
Couple of bowlers, which are just cement balls on chain.
Yeah, I'm just gonna restock so I can actually use all my weapons again, mostly.
Yeah, Epis gets some studded leather and 2 short swords, and he's pretty much ready. And then he helps Xavier make the armor fit.
I get to put it on my sheet now.
Yep, you can add plate mail to your full plate to your character sheet.
Is there like are there any like light crossbows?
Yes.
You want
Alright,
more?
I'm gonna pinch one of those as well.
As if you're all sort of like moving up here, you all hear movement a bit way through. Those aren't like donning gear. As those who are sort of standing near the doors to the stairwell see the guy that was sent upstairs a little bit before just walk down and through the things, very much just like confused and distraught.
Good for him.
I'm gonna send a message if I see him go past.
Yep, absolutely. You see,
'Cause it's the
see
same
him walk
guy.
down here. Yeah,
Any luck?
he stops and looks back, and just like, they're all
This can be
gone.
private.
He just says it out loud. He says, "They're all gone."
And the people up there are admins. They were in the archives.
Are they still there, or
They'll be leaving. They'll be leaving shortly, I think. I told them that we're closing up for the day, and they might as well go home.
interesting?
He looks at the stairs that have like the blood on it, and he's like, look. He like stops, so he looks at the stairs, looks back up towards where the admins are coming down. He's like, I think I'll quickly clean this up. He starts walking out of sight.
Okay.
Where are the archives?
On
Top
the
floor.
3rd floor.
Okay. I think we need might have a quick peek at the archives just to check.
I think we're about to have a war on the streets.
We are.
As you go ahead and everyone's donned up with gathered armor at this point, Epis is just like, look where you need to look, but we need to leave within the 10 minutes. He sort of turns to everyone. It's like, I know there was plans to go right after this, but is that what everyone's still feeling?
I think we've got bigger problems.
He meant go for the Soul Forge, not like leave.
Gods, no.
If we can save just one innocent life today, that'll be something.
We're gonna have to be on alert for. If we want, we're probably going to have to recuperate something after this. Going in now would probably not be the smartest.
Christine?
Yes?
When all of this is over, me and you are having a big celebration.
Is this the cheese platter or just the wine?
Would you keep it down that time, though? Please.
We're going all out. Party. Bonfire.
So, no cheese?
Oh, there'll be plenty of cheese and wine.
Okay.
As
I hate to interrupt, but
Mm-hmm.
what do we do about that? Because you can't really trust people who stab you in the back, even if it's not us, from their perspective. You can't trust that.
I don't know what they can really do other than just be another sword. Without a tongue, their magic's cut.
You said we had 10 minutes, right?
It's more like 10 minutes after everyone's ready. Yeah, and there's also two known gatherers unconscious down here.
If people are gathered up somewhat, may I say a few words before we head out into a likely battle?
I ain't stopping you.
Well, and as you don't need it, but that's fine.
I would be fantastic.
Regardless of what outcome comes from all of this, I want you to know that I believe in each and every one of your skills. Epis, you may be exhausted, but you are still a fine fighter. I'm just glad you were willing to see the light of day. And as we have our differences. Same with that one over there. Points to Xavier. And I'm sure I've had my moments of not getting along with each of you. But I will fight to keep each of you alive if I can. Who is with me?
Aye.
As I would like to use my inspiring leader.
Yeah, I assume that's what it was.
Oh, I assumed you're gonna throw yourself out there, but please don't throw yourself out there alone.
So, how many of us are there?
I think there's
1,
7
2,
of you
3,
total.
4, 5.
Epis.
I'm chucking it on Epis, not myself. I think I can do that, can't I?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
With the Favor, conceal here.
Yeah.
Choose up to 6 friendly creatures, yeah. And then I just do that.
No.
Easy.
7 temp HP. I assume Inazaz is going to keep his 28 instead of the 7.
Yes,
I didn't
please.
realize he had it, sorry.
No.
That's my whole wild shape alternate feature.
If that's the case, then I guess I'll chuck it on the Fire Spirit can have it.
Hence the no.
Yeah, the Fire Spirit can have it then.
You would like to hear some words? Fuck you.
All I've done all day is listen to words. I didn't get to kill anyone.
I wanted to fight, and I didn't kill anything.
You had a perfectly good tongue on the floor.
He did eat a tongue.
Didn't eat a tongue. It's all iron.
You also attempted to bite someone's head off, but they still lived.
They were in the way.
Is anyone else doing anything in this period of time before you leave?
Other than try to make my best roll? No.
I don't have anything to fuck up.
I will do one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I will pull out another chunk of tooth using my Iritoki token feature, and I will hand it to the cat.
Yep. Give it to the fire spirit.
No.
The cat?
The-
Oh, Aqua. Okay.
We have to specify now.
No, I handed Aqua.
Yep.
If it's one thing that I know that happens in battle is plans deteriorate, and well, you can't plan for something you don't know. So I'm going to give you this, and in case separation happens, I can at least contact you if needed.
Something tells me we're about to spill a lot of oil.
Don't fucking lose it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't go dying on me in his ass.
That's everything up in the station.
Yep.
That's all I got.
I'll do a quick investigation check to see if I can find any chunky wonky records.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll an investigation.
I will assist with that because I have nothing better to do. I don't need to stock up.
Alright, I'll take
You
advantage.
can take an advantage.
I'll take the 17.
It helps.
I'll say you quickly through. You don't have a lot of time to flick through things, so you try to find something that looks out of the ordinary. Only thing you notice that's weird is as you're going through just pushing case files aside, looking for something. You just take the prisoner transfer records and just that it's a very, very big file for something that shouldn't be that big, and so you just grab the whole thing.
Useful.
As you all grab it, as you all are bracing for a combat within the streets, as you all walk out, as I believe it's still about midday, around maybe 2 o'clock at this point.
Mm-hmm.
The streets are as active as they are normally. You do see some guards walking nearby, but they don't seem to be coming towards you. For now, it seems everything is the same as you entered.
Fuck you.
That's not good. We need to find a place to hide.
Well, you have a place to hide.
No.
I punch Aqua.
Hmm?
I punch Aqua.
You
Nice.
punch Aqua.
Yeah, I punch Aqua. I was promised a fight. There's no fight here.
They're hiding.
So temporarily, while you all decide your next move, I think the idea of going to the Soul Forge is kind of up for question now. Not 100%.
Yeah, completely up for
We'll say
question.
as a temporary thing. Let's say you all reconvene at the same tavern, a place where you know you have some privacy and you can plan your next move.
So you all
Nice.
make it to the inn, get a round of drinks or whatever, and sit in the table or in your rooms. We will call the session there.
I have like 2 theories and neither are good.
Great theories. What do you mean?
The game theories, or
No, theories on where they went.
If it was game theories, we'd have to involve Five Nights at Freddy's somewhere.
one guy just
I
got his
mean-
fucking throat ripped down, took the bite of 87. What do you want about?
Yeah!
It's already part of my.
Yeah,
Game theory.
It was the fight of 87.
And you are fighting
87 rows of
animatronic.
teeth.
You are fighting robots. How much more fucking Five Nights do you want to be?
I need
love
the
Mr.
resurrected
Fazbear
dead
himself.
kids. Where are the
I-
dead kids?
I have a Revivify if we just find them.
We just gotta find some kids, and if they're alive, we can just make them dead. And
Oh
then
god.
it's all
And then
good.
bring him back.
Yeah.
You have Revivify?
Yeah, I don't know what it will do. I was threatening the guy, killing him and reviving him, see what happens.
I was gonna eat him alive if you had knocked him out.
You know what's funny? If you really wanted to demonstrate that, you could have just killed me and revived me.
I'm not reviving you. I'd rather test it on someone else first.
With our players, you can watch Mim, who had to leave a little bit earlier. She's streaming on twitch.tv/ is this Sarah, I believe. She's planning for a whole bunch of spooky things in October, but is consistently playing Sunhaven and Left 4 Dead? Left 4 Dead 2.
We fixed the issues recently.
So they are consistently doing that every, I think it's the start of the end of the week, if I'm remembering correctly.
Left 4 Dead is every Friday. Sunhaven's a bit shifts each week.
Yeah. But the other streamy people, any cool things?
Still doing the same old, same old. I've decided to start streaming at 5 p.m. Australian Standard Time, or at least Standard Time. I forget which one we're in. For a little bit, playing Dead by Daylight. I think I'm a Dead by Daylight streamer, guys.
That's okay.
Hold out till October. We're going to be playing Alien Isolation on the hardest difficulty.
Great game.
Yeah, I'm going to be crying and shitting myself in terror, but you know, that's cool.
Perfect.
Yeah.
As one should.
Sam, anything new or just still on hiatus?
On hiatus, but I'm a bit closer to actually returning. Likely I'll come back with Project Zomboid as my main thing, so...
Nice.
Good game.
Meanwhile, for me, Tuesday is Octopath Traveler. I think we've got a couple of streams left of that. Next week I'm going to be doing some strategies to go at the secret bosses to get the secret classes, so that's going to be fun. Wednesday's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I'm nearing the end of that game. I'm 2 dungeons away from the base game. We still have all of the side content to do, the post game and all like the Bidoof story that we got unlocked and all that. So there's a bit more to do in that game. And if you want, you can make an egg lock for that. I'll be putting that. I'll probably definitely be putting that on Twitter and Reddit to get some votes. If
I'm not apologizing for what I put on there.
It's okay. I've had worse. Other than that, Wednesday you can join me and Kay as we play through Kingdom Hearts 2. We did some Mulan and we did some Beauty and the Beast. The Beauty and the Beast plotline is apparently leaking into our fanfic, which is really good.
I can't believe my fanfic's becoming real. The fanfic I wrote back in like 2016.
And yeah, Fridays is Dishonored 2. You can join us next Saturday for Guardians of Rebirth. That is our D&D Isekai game. They have just taken a trial from the god and now they're going back to the city pretty fast because they were told to do that. And then you can join us next time for session 72 of Echoes of Forgotten, 2 weeks time. Currently 4 weeks. 4 weeks?
Yeah, I got my thing planned that Saturday.
Oh! Yeah, there might not even be a bone hole. Yeah, so, okay, 4 weeks in a month. And speaking of a month, I don't do spooky stuff. I just don't care about spooky things. However,
He hates
potentially, we can maybe do a Halloween game, like we did last time, 2 years ago.
Sorry,
We were going to do like
Stream of Annihilation not spooky enough.
No, it's not spooky. It's
No,
just...
I know. Tomb of Annihilation's not spooky. It's silly.
And if I'm correct about it, I think it's a Echoes affair. It'll be another Echoes Halloween if we're doing it to the closest Friday to the closest Saturday to Echoes. Unless we go over into November and want to do it on.
That's not spooky.
So exactly. So I guess we'll have to do it on Echoes instead of Guardians.
We'll see what it comes to when I get there.
Yeah.
That's alright. I don't shave in that month.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm ranting. My computer crashed. I have to go stitch these fucking VODs together on anyway. So, bye.
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 Bye bye.